You see it everywhere, right? Headlines screaming about AI apps that are just raking in millions of dollars for the people who built them. It feels like we're in this massive AI explosion, and for solo entrepreneurs, that dream of striking it rich, well, it's never felt more real.
But is it really a gold rush for everyone? Or is it just hype? Today, we are digging deep. We're going to look at the numbers, the real strategies, and some of the hard truths behind those headlines. We're going to find out if this is actually a solopreneur's dream come true. Okay, let's get into it.
So let's start with the hype, because it's pretty impressive. Meet Anton Osika. He's the founder of a company called LovableDev, and he built an AI agent that writes code. This thing reportedly brought in a jaw-dropping $17 million in revenue. And get this, that was in its first 3 months. I mean, come on. That's the kind of number that makes you believe there's gold in them hills.
And it's not just one-off stories. Then you've got Daniel Nguyen. This guy didn't just build one successful AI app for Macs. He saw another opportunity, built a second one, and now, between the two of them, he's pulling in around $20,000 every single month.
Now, this story is a little different, and I love it. Ryan Darney, the founder of Cuppa AI, he didn't build from scratch. He bought a tool that wasn't doing so well for just $9,000. Then he sprinkled his own expertise on it, polished it up, and grew it to $460,000 in annual recurring revenue. We're talking predictable income, year after year. That's the dream.
So when you see numbers like these, that dream feels so close, right? You can almost taste it. But, these numbers rarely tell the whole story. So what is really going on behind the curtain of this AI gold rush?
Okay, so what is driving all this excitement? Well, at its heart, it's a promise that AI has just completely lowered the barrier to entry. You don't need to be a coding genius or have a huge team of developers anymore to bring a cool idea to life. But, as you can imagine, when it gets easier for everyone, that creates a whole new set of problems. And that brings us right to our first big reality check. If everybody has access to the same amazing tools, what actually makes a business successful? Is it the AI tech itself? Or is it the unique idea, the problem you're solving with it? It's a tempting thought, isn't it? You see a successful AI app out there making tons of money, and you think, hey, I can build that. Can you just make a copy of it and expect to get the same results? Well, not so fast. As the entrepreneur Wholesale Ted puts it, just copying someone is a total trap. And think about it, why would it be? The original business, they already have customers, they have reviews, they have trust. You, the copycat, you're starting from zero. You have to give people a really compelling reason to choose you over the original.
And this is so crucial. Success isn't about being a generalist, trying to appeal to everyone in a huge, crowded market. It's about becoming a specialist. It's about being the big fish in a small pond. Find a very specific problem that a very specific group of people has and just become the absolute go-to expert for solving it. That is your unique edge.
And that brings us to reality check number 2. This whole AI gold rush. It's not really about building one single massive world-changing app. For most solo founders, the real value of AI is actually something way more practical. The writer Anna Burgess Yang puts it perfectly. She says the future is in micro use cases. It's not about one AI to rule them all, right? It's about a bunch of small, specialized AIs that each solve a very specific and often really annoying problem in your day-to-day work. And if you look at the data, you can see how solopreneurs are actually using AI right now. It's not some magic build me a business button, it's an assistant. The top uses: drafting content, helping with research and outlining, and optimizing what's already been written. It's a tool for specific tasks inside a much bigger process. Look at a typical workflow like this. AI is a piece of the puzzle, not the whole thing. Yeah, it can help you outline and draft, but you, the human, you still have to do the initial discovery, inject your unique ideas, review everything, optimize it, and then get it out there. You are absolutely still in the driver's seat. Okay, but if we're going to rely on AI as a partner in our business, we have to talk about its flaws. Because for all its incredible power, AI is, well, it's far from perfect. And ignoring its limits is a huge, huge risk for any entrepreneur. And it's not just us saying it. Research from places like the Brookings Institution makes it clear. With all this new power comes a whole new set of pretty serious problems that we need to face head-on. And we're not talking about minor bugs here. AI models can hallucinate, which is a nice way of saying they just completely make stuff up. They can also reflect the biases in the data they were trained on, or even the biases of the programmers who built them. And of course, there are massive questions around privacy and who owns your data.
And this isn't just theory, here's a real-world example. A user on Reddit tested a few different AIs with a financial planning problem. The result for one AI model, Grok, it made, and I quote, multiple significant miscalculations and was totally unsuitable for the job. Now imagine if you'd blindly trusted that advice. It could have been an absolute disaster.
And that really gets to the heart of it. Alden Du Rosario, the founder of CustomGPT, says it best. For anything that's mission-critical in your business, a small inaccuracy isn't a small problem. It's a total failure. If you can't trust the AI's output 100% of the time, that means you have to check it 100% of the time, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of using it.
So where does that leave us? Is the AI dream dead? Is it all a bust? No, not at all. It just means we need a new way of thinking. We need a new vision for what a solopreneur can be. Let's call it the augmented entrepreneur.
This is the key takeaway right here. AI is not here to replace you, the founder. It's a tool, a really powerful tool that helps you grow beyond what you could do on your own. It's all about augmentation, not automation. Business coach Michael Zapersky just nails it with this quote. He says, AI doesn't replace the expert, it gives the expert who's smart enough to use it an unfair advantage. It's a force multiplier for your own unique skills and your own knowledge.
So this is the new model. This is the partnership. You let AI handle the heavy lifting with data and the boring routine tasks. Meanwhile, the human, that's you bring the strategic thinking, the creativity, the ethical judgment, and the real-world expertise to solve complex problems. It's the best of both worlds.
So it turns out the AI gold rush isn't really about finding some magic tool that builds a business for you. It's about having access to better tools than ever before to solve real, meaningful problems. The question isn't what can you build anymore. The question is what problem is actually worth solving. So, what will you choose?